Hey, it's Brent with the Real Estate Freedom Culture. Welcome, agents, to this week's podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about understanding the buyer funnel and what that means in relation to question-based prospecting. These two go together. If you miss either one of these, okay, so if you've seen one but not seen the other, you need to go look it up. But stay tuned. We're going to be covering the understanding the home buyer funnel. All right. This is like hand in the glove, right? Right hand going into the right hand glove. If you kind of don't get the both of these and you don't have them together, the light bulbs will start going on, especially when you start seeing that, oh my gosh, yeah, I can see where question-based prospecting works with the home buyer funnel and understanding where buyers are. If you don't understand where they're at, then you're not understanding how to move people from one place to another, which can happen relatively quick. Okay. So understanding the home buyer funnel, right? Buyers fall into one of four categories. Take a look at this. Okay. Oh, here we go. Right. They fall into one of four categories. Either they're dreamers, they want to buy a house, but they don't think it's a reality, right? It's a dream. Maybe one day we'll be able to do it. In the meantime, I just want to see the pretty homes. That's up here on level one, okay? Level two in the home buyer funnel is inquisitive. What does our rent payment buy us? I'm spending $1,000 a month. How much home will that buy us? I'm spending $1,800 a month. How much home will that buy us? We don't want to be bombarded with real estate agents. I actually had a person went out one time. I picked this client up. He was off a social media lead, and he had bought a throwaway phone, right? He bought a throwaway phone. That was a flip phone that was strictly for as he was going through his home buyers, because he knew he was going to be bombarded by, real estate agents from every different stripe calling him about a home, and he didn't want to have to deal with it, right? So he bought a throwaway phone. Anyhow, the inquisitive stage is stage number two. What does our rent payment buy us? We don't want to be bombarded, right? The third stage is this can happen stage. We've seen homes online that we like and we think we can afford. We want to see the inside. We still aren't sure if this can work or not, but we're willing to research it a little bit more. And then the fourth step in the funnel is this is happening. We've spoken to a lender. We have pre-approval. This is the low-hanging fruit, okay, in level four. A lot of times when you're question-based prospecting, you will find people that will be in level one. And as you start taking them through the prospecting questions, the buyer prospecting questions, one, you're going to turn up sellers, okay? Two, you're going to get them to start to realize where they're at. And if you can get them from, and sometimes this happens in 5 minutes, if you can get them from level to 1 to 4 or 3, where they're actually getting on the phone with the lender, right? And then they're pre-qualified, they're ready to go, and they're yours because you have educated them, you've picked them up, you've educated them through the process, right? And now they're ready to start looking. The understanding the home buyer funnel is in your prospecting is so crucial, along with the question-based prospecting. You take one out and you see agents that struggle and flounder and don't want to get on the phone. When you're confident, right? When you're asking the questions, which shows the subject matter, and then you're kind of educating them, just little chunks, educating them while you're there, as you lead them through these stages of the home buyer funnel, you are creating a bond with these people that is hard to be broken unless they have relatives somewhere. But I'm going to tell you, you should have already discovered that by the time you got to this point, right? By the time you get to this point, they've been pre-qualified and you're lining them up homes, okay? they're in your camp. Can I tell you this? I don't ever, no, never do I get buyer agreements up front. I tell people up front, it's strictly a trust relationship. If you trust me and you like me, you'll work with me. Okay. If you don't, I would expect that you would tell me. Sometimes you're going to get burned. Sometimes you get burned. Okay. Most of the times I form such a strong relationship and bond with my clients that they're friends for the rest of my life, and they trust, they like, and they know me. And that comes out of understanding the funnel and the question-based prospecting, right? Again, the 𝗨 survey said this, right? The 𝗨 survey said that real estate agents who prospect 5 or more hours a week make in excess of $200,000 a year. And, okay, those same agents that end up making 5 calls, right, do much better than agents that just stop at 3, okay? So you'll need to learn how to take people from level 1, right, to level 4, okay? You also, when you have an idea, also lead source can determine where they're coming on in. A lot of times Facebook leads tend to come in on level number 1, okay? That's why they take longer to do. But you still have a 1 to 3% turn ratio that's going to be the low-hanging fruit that's going to work off that 100, let's say, come in. You should find somewhere between 2 to 3 that buy. Google ads, people that come in off of Google searches, ads, okay, pay-per-click, tend to be farther down in the funnel. Folks that I do text for more information off all my signs, okay, they tend to be farther down in the funnel, okay? So understanding where people are in the buyer funnel and understanding how to move them from one level to the next level is crucial, okay? So as before, with the question-based prospecting, I'm going to take my funnel guide in probably a JPEG and put it underneath so that you can have it, or a link to it or something like that. It'll be in there, right? If you're on Facebook, if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on YouTube, and you like this, if you would subscribe to my channel, or if you would like it, would be great, right? If you're an agent, hey, listen, I don't coach for a living. I don't. You couldn't hire me to be a coach. I do work with my agents and train agents, and I do love teaching and giving back. So if you'd like a discovery call on any of the stuff we're talking about and how I could help you out, just feel free to reach out to us, go to my website, book a call with, the link will be below too, okay? Send an email, phone 828-216-0989, okay? Reach out, let us know how we can help. I hope you found this really, really valuable time, okay? And start to get your mindset to prospecting with questions and understanding where folks are in the buyer funnel, okay? And then I'm going to add in a 3rd video into this series too. That will be how we prospect once they come off the lead source, okay, how we prospect those folks, all right? So anyway, be blessed. And again, I hope you've enjoyed it and found much value out of it.